So, welcome back to episode 5. We are now going to be carrying on building up our scouting empire and carrying on winning the league. Hopefully, you never know, we might do it, probably not. But let's hope with an average squad of about 19 years old, I'm going to say roughly, see if we can do what many teams can't. So, enjoy and welcome to episode 5. So here we have it. I am going to be looking for very specific areas. I'm going to try and niche down what the scouts are looking for. This is all trial and error, personally. So the best way of doing it is by doing it myself. So I'm going to be looking for a keeper, because mine's coming to 18 years old now and you need to get out with our youth squad and get on loan. I'm going to be looking specifically just for a centre-back, because again, I kind of want just a centre-back. And then I'm going to be looking for one scout, which is going to be looking for a centre-back. It's going to be looking for a striker. And it's going to be looking for a right-back as well. Okay, so that's how I'm going to set it all up. So for the goalkeeping area, for me, I don't really know specifically who has the best keepers and stuff like that. We tried Germany, wasn't great. So I'm going to go more Central Europe again. But I'm going to go to the Belgium area. Belgium are known for creating very good young players. We're going to go and specifically look for a sweeper keeper. And that's where I'm going to send my scout off to review to find me a keeper. Okay. Next, I'm going to be looking for a centre defender. Again, I'm going to go to Europe. And then I'm going to probably go to the more southern side of it. And more like the Italian side. Okay. Italy are known for their defensive specialities. And I'm just going to search just for a defender. I'm going to look for all three of them. Why not? Why not? Let's have a look. And that's all I'm specifically looking for is just a centre-back. That's all I want. After that, then, I'm going to give one more scouting mission to Europe again. I do think Europe is just the best place to search for individual players, no matter what you're looking for. In them areas. Right then, let's have a little look to see if we can find an area that we have not been to yet. Have we been to France? I don't know if we've been to France. Have we been to France is the question. I don't think we have. So that's a place to go. We can go to the northern side of it. Where you've got obviously the northern Europe. You could have a little look in England. The players will be sold a lot more in terms of the eastern side. It's not really much over there, to be fair. I'm going to stay away from the eastern side. Where are we going to go? Let's go central. Let's go central, and then let's go to France. We'll give France a little go. 9 months. I'm going to be looking for a centre-back. We're going to be looking for a right-back. And a striker. So it's a very good range of players. We could actually look for another one, but they're the ones I want. In terms of centre-back, I want a ball-playing centre-back, really. That's what I'm looking for. A right-back, I'm looking for a wing-back. And then I'm looking for an advanced forward. So that's what I'm sending my scouts out to do. So our new scout date will be on the 3rd of every month. So keep an eye out for that. We will. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm sending off. So yeah, this is our scout. Scout so far. This is how our team's looking. We've probably got one of the best, being the person we just signed recently. So it was good business to get him in the end. Even if we did have to sacrifice a lot of it. I am looking at potentially changing his position. What to? I'm not too sure. We can have a little look now, actually. So we can either put him on the right or left wing. He is a right footer, so I prefer him on the left wing. Personally. 59 weeks to be a striker. How's his finishing? Probably not the best, if I'm really honest. His pace is his real asset. So a left winger or a right winger would be fantastic. We have got a lot of them at the moment. So is he more likely to fit into a centre midfielder role? Probably not with the assets that he has. You know what? I may just leave him as a centre midfielder. If we leave him as a centre midfielder, we can put him as an advanced playmaker. and we can go from there. And maybe we'll change our style if he's good enough to do that. If not, we could bring him in ready for January and potentially profit on the person being there. So we have set up the scouts now. Next, we're going to skip throughout the month. I don't know if I've shown you the month so far, but we can have a little look at the month and how that's going. So last month, we had a very good month. We did only lose to a Premiership side, which was West Ham in the Cup. We have got wins in the Cup. We've got 3 wins in the league. One right where you can't see is right below my camera, which is a 4-1 win, which was absolutely fantastic. We drew against Derby. Derby are a Championship side, as far as I'm concerned. And then we're back on to the Cup game, which is today against Harrogate in the BSM Trophy. So we'll keep you all up to date. Don't forget on the 2nd or the 3rd, I can't remember what, I forgot now. We will be back with the scout report. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep going, and we will get this squad up to the Championship, potentially the Premiership. You never know. So I just want to give you a little update. It looks like that this player is not happy of being kept in the youth system for so long, which I agree with. This is why we're looking for a new keeper, and he wants to be kept. He wants to be promoted up. He's got good potential. For me, I am going to put him on there, but the first thing I'm going to do is loan the person out. Whether he gets a loan, I don't know. I am going to promote him though, simply because he has been a very good asset to our youth team. Now we are unable to play any youth tournaments. I know we've already done it, but we need to get a keeper in as soon as possible. Whether it's one of the worst or one of the best, we need at least one keeper in to get that going. So that's a little update. Halfway through the week, I had that news come in, and now we have promoted him to our first team. So we have come to the end of September, and as you can see, we still got the bug where we get all these players in. I have got a couple of offers for our keeper to go on a short-term loan, which is good, because in January, I want him to go out on loan. He is a good, really high potential keeper, just that he won't be able to get the game time with us. I want to show you how we've got on this month so far, and I'm going to show you the league and everything like that. This month, we won 3-0 in the Cup. We drew a game against Reading. We've won 2 other games, and then we drew another game as well. It's going okay, nothing spectacular. I do want to have a little look at our league position, which you can see by here. We are second. We haven't got any like huge juggernauts like we had in the other league, where we had Birmingham in here, which, by the way, I've taken 2 of our players out on loan, which is nice of them. But we're doing okay. We haven't lost a game. We are technically unbeaten. I don't want to shout that too soon after just 8 games. But we have got an 8-game unbeaten record in terms of 5 wins, 3 draws. And I can guarantee you, as soon as I say this, the next game we play, we will lose. But we have got a very good squad. With the youth players who are coming in, it's causing a lot of competition. I have got a feeling 1 or 2 of them will put transfer requests in because they're not playing as much as they want, which I fully respect. But we will be able to get high wages, high values for them, get rid of their wages, and also we'll be able to produce some more youth players with the youth system that we've got available to us. So, upcoming next now, we have got our academy players, which will be found, I think, on the 3rd. Yeah, on the 3rd, they'll come back. And hopefully we can get some specific players we need, because we do still need a keeper for our youth tournament. We have got 34 days, so we potentially got 2... we have got 2 rounds of scout reports to get through to find the keeper that's best for us. But for now, that is a priority, is a youth keeper. So, without further ado, I'm going to skip now to the end of the month, get that scout report going, and then we can have a little look of how we are doing with this scout report. So here we are. We have got our youth report on the 3rd. So we're going to have a little look now at our youth report, see how it goes. Personally, I am not holding my breath. The priority, we need a sweeper keeper. Well, we just need a keeper. It doesn't really matter if there's a sweeper keeper. So let's have a little look, see who we've got available to us. And we've got a decent one by here. It's called Martin. I'm happy with him. So that's good. We've got at least one that we can promote immediately. And he's 16 years old, so he's going to have a little bit of work to do. But the rest are meh. You know what I mean? They're okay. They're not great. I'm not going to sign any of them. But at least we got one keeper who is going to be decent. He's 49 rated. Oh, God, that's not actually as good as I thought. 49 rated, but he did have a good potential. So we'll see. And at the end of the day, the youth games are all paid off potential, not overall. So remember that if you're using them. Next, we're going to be having a look at our defensive centre-back that we have specifically asked for a niche on all of them. And again, we've got one or two okay centre-backs, nothing amazing. I'm not going to sign him. I'm not going to sign him. I'm not going to sign him. And I'm not going to sign him. These two are potentially something that we can look at for the future. But I'm going to keep them there a second because I want to have a little look at the France options because we have got centre-backs in there as well. Oh, not a very big pool of players. Let's have a look at the quality's good. And the quality's not good either. This is very disappointing from France, to be honest with you. But we're going to reject them all. Many people know if you watch my Call of Duty. Not a big fan of France. If you watch Call of Duty, you'll understand why. But we're swiftly moving on. For me, if I'm going to sign one of these, it would be this guy. This guy's a bit younger as well, so that has got a benefit. But for me, I'm going to reject this one. I am going to sign this person over here as a centre back. So we need to make a decision. Is there anybody we can instantly promote? Which left back potentially? We could promote this guy. I kind of want to keep these in here as long as we possibly can because their potentials are protected. I'm going to look a little look now at the lowest potential, which ironically is the one that I was looking at promoting. So it totally depends on what you're looking for out of these. Next thing, I'm going to have a little look at positions. Who have we got a lot of and who have we got a lot of similarities with? Both 15. One's good, one's not as good as the other. Maybe I can release this person and keep him. But again, they're both 15, so it's worth keeping them both. Next thing then I'm looking at is multiple positions. So we got 3 right wingers, 3 left wingers, 1 cam, and all these midfielders by here. For me, I want to try and, again, keep the best potentials. Potentials are key in this game. And for me, this guy is 59, 70, 75 by here. Is the lowest potential. So, unfortunately, I'm going to release this youth player. 15, I know. But for me to be able to get what I require from my team, I'll have to sign this person by here to get him into there. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have a little look at how he looks in our team. So, just bear with me while I load up the youth team. So here we have it, our youth team. We've got our keeper who's a 49 rated 16-year-old. I'm not very happy with this because I thought he was going to be a lot better than he perceived to be at the beginning. Our centre-back then has kind of dropped from the expectations of what we thought. He's 55 rated and 69 to 93. But again, with a little bit of development, it could bump him up a little bit ready for potentially coming into the first team. We'll see how it goes. What type of defender? I want a ball-playing defender, so we can work with that. And then the keeper then should be a sweeper, keeper, specialist. So that is it now. We're going to skip ahead to the end of the month now. And again, we'll review how the month has gone, review our league position and cup position, and then we'll have a little look at the scout report. So here we are, the beginning of November has appeared, and I'm going to show you what happened last month. It was not a good month. We did struggle an awful lot, and we lost a lot of games. But first of all, let's go and have a little look at our month so far, and then we have got a scout report for you guys to review with me. So let's have a little look at October. We started well, a nice 2-1 win. Then, for some reason, every single Saturday we played, in the first 3 weeks, we lost. 3-2, 1-0, 2-1. But we did win our cup game. We did draw against Bolton, which are a good side. They're a good side. They're nothing special, but they are a good side. But we did win 2-0 against Blackpool. And that leads us on to this month. I'm going to have a little look now to see where we are in the league. We were first, but then obviously with all them losses, we have now dropped down 2 points behind first and we're in fourth, which is not great because I do want to kind of get automatic promotion this season. Whether we will or not, I'm not too sure, but that is something that I'm looking at doing. I am going to have a little look at our cup compositions. I imagine we lost. No, we're still in the FA Cup, which is a miracle. I didn't think we were actually still in the FA Cup, but we are. The Carabao, I think we lost to in the first round. So I think we're out of that. The BSM Trophy, we are top of the group, which is good. That's always good. So we're still there. We're still in that. We still have got a potential of 2 trophies and obviously the league to contend with as well. So that is good. Next, now we're going to have a little look at our scout reports. So let's have a look at how many players we've got. So we've got 5 players from there, 7 from there, and 6 from Le Francais. So it'll be good to have a little look at our keepers, see if we can potentially better the ones that we have got already. Which, to be fair, it was a pretty low standard. It's not great that we've been getting. Am I going to sign him? No, definitely not him. That's probably the worst player I've ever seen in a youth scout report. These players are not great. I still want high potential, like this person who is 14 years old. It is worth me taking the risk of potentially getting rid of this player, of this keeper, for that 14-year-old, simply because he's 14. He can't get much worse than what we've got. Even if he hits a 48, it's still better than what we can get in the future at 14, because we are going to be playing an awful lot in these games. We have got some half decent players here. This is a very, very interesting player to sign. 70 maximum at 16-year-olds. We should be hitting the high 60s with a potential of 72 to 94 still, which is a fantastic steal if we can get this guy in. I'm going to be rejecting a couple of these because they are terrible. Some of them are not terrible, but they're not great. Oh, what happened there? So we are going to be keeping this guy, and we are going to be looking at this one as well. It's 14-year-old centre-back, which is a really good prospect for us. But also, this centre defensive midfielder who can play as a centre-back as well is something that I'm really interested in. So, let's have a little look. Go and have a little look at the scout report. Do we have a CDM at this club already or not? I'm not too sure what we have available. For me, I'm going to probably look at getting these players into our squad as soon as possible. I'm going to promote him, which will give me the ability to sign this guy. And then we can have a little look at this 14-year-old centre-back, so we kind of need this player. 57 rated, which isn't horrific. I'm going to have a little look to see if he can be transferred to a centre-back outright. I don't think it works like that, but hey. I want him to be more of a centre-back than a centre defensive midfielder, but we can work with that and see how it goes. Next now, is there any of these players that we can remove from our squad that with the latest update? Have a little look at the lowest potential, which ironically is the players that we're signing, which is not great, I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to release this centre back and to simply bring in this centre back because the other one that we did was not great. Next, we're going to go to Le Francais and have a little look what's going on here. Again, there's nothing available at all. This is really, really poor. Really poor. Which is a shame, really. I'm going to reject, and reject that one. There's nothing from France so far that I've signed. Very, very poor. Very disappointed with that. And yet, we still move forward. We're going to have a little look at our youth squad by here. got high potential with this left back. I want to try and keep him there as long as we possibly can before he puts in a request to say, I want to start playing first team football. And I kind of agree with that principle. We need to keep him there the best we can. The keeper's 46 rated, but he's 14 years old, who's got a better potential than the keeper we had. We are going to train him to be a sweeper keeper, because that's what I like to play with. A sweeper keeper who can protect our back four from balls over the top with our high defensive line. Not this month, but next month we will play the tournament. So next up, we are going to skip to the end of the month, see how it goes. While we're here, let's have a little look at potential player stats. See how we're doing, who's top scorer. If we have got anyone in the top scorer bundle, would be pretty nice. At the moment, I can't see no one. So we've got our left winger with 5 goals at the moment on 10 appearances, and our striker with 4 goals in 8 appearances, which you can't go wrong with that. There's some decent numbers there. Assist-wise, this left winger has flaws. He plays international football. He's a very, very good player. We need to get promoted next season, because I do not think we'll be able to keep hold of him for much longer. And it's something that we do need to keep hold of if we are going to progress through this league and up into the bigger and better league. So let's have a little look now to see how we produce at the end of the year, at the end of this month, sorry, and then see how our youth scouts come back with. So we have hit now the end of November, and the results haven't been great again. It seems like whenever there's an international break, we take 2 or 3 players out of our squad, and because we're in the lower divisions, it looks like we are being massively affected by this. We played MK Dons, won 4-2, and then we drew the preceding 2 games after, and then we lost in the cup to Bradford. That's the FA Cup, so we are now out of the FA Cup, which isn't great. There is some issues with that. Next month is a stacked month in terms of the games we are playing, so we're going to be using a lot of our squad, and a lot of rotation will happen. We have got the BCM trophy still available, and obviously the league position. In terms of league position, we are in 4th. We're not a million miles away. It's 2 points in it. There's 1 loss in it. There's 1 win in it. That's all it is. It's a very, very stacked league so far. 17 games played, and anywhere between 8th and 1st are all able to finish first within 1 or 2 games, shifting each way. Again, there is some very, very good names in this division. We have got to keep an eye out, and hopefully no more international breaks can affect us, where our better players are going to be shipped away to go for their native country. So without further ado, we're going to skip ahead now to view our youth squad and our youth abilities, youth squad scout report. We'll take a little look at the scout youth so far. This is it so far. Again, some of the lower overalls there, but we're going to have a look at the higher potentials. There's some really good players here still available for us to look at. We will be looking at potentially trying to get 1 more youth cap out of this guy, but apart from that, it looks like he will be leaving to the first team very soon. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the scout report in. I'm going to try and sign as many players that could potentially benefit us, and after that then we're going to go and play the youth tournament, because that would be our last youth scout report. So without further ado, let's skip ahead now to go and get this youth scout report. So thank you for watching episode 5. We're going to be leaving it there, holding you, waiting for that scout report. Episode 6 will be back very shortly. But thank you again for watching. Take care. Much love. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with a friend. Peace.